What is up everybody, Gifford here and welcome to another video. Today is all about how much dividends I got paid for May 2024. So getting straight into it, the agenda here is to recap my overall stock market investing. So you know how much of it is in dividend stocks and how much is the rest of the stock market. Two portfolios which contain dividend stocks is Sharesies and Interactive Brokers. So the main stocks that I'm going to share with you is from Sharesies that I got paid for this month, and also I'm going to share my Interactive Brokers which I've got paid for the last 5 months. So getting straight into it, on the left hand side here you can see my total stock market portfolio. Interactive Brokers has 15,000, Sharesies dividend portfolio is at 10,900. Those are the two that I'm going to be sharing with you, and it's total of $112,000. Note that I do have my KiwiSaver in there as well, which is at $58,000. Now on the right hand side you can see here that is my Sharesies account. It's got $10,991 in it, and you can see when I started dividend investing, which is that nice uptrend graph right there. And at the moment it's kind of pulled back a little bit, so the simple return is 0.12%. And down here at the bottom is my Interactive Brokers account. This is my full account, and you can see that a lot of the stocks I hold in is MPW, and that's the dividend paying stocks that I have, and it's got a market value at the moment of $7,476 US. So here is a table of the dividends that I got paid in May 2024. You can see here that it's got the previous months there as well. It just makes it easier. Here are the ticker symbols, and here is sort of the invested amount I have in the stock market. And at the bottom here you have the dividend total USDs that I received, and also the portfolio total. And it's also good to have the running total for the year as well. So into my Sharesies account, the first stock we're going to look over is DIVO, ticker symbol DIVO, and I've got 16.6 shares in it, and it's currently up by 6.88%. So going into DIVO here in Sharesies, if we click your investments, you can see the simple return. So pause here if you want to know how that is calculated. So the overview on DIVO is the fund seeks to provide current income as its primary investment objective, and to provide capital appreciation as its secondary investment object. And having a look there, it is a dividend income ETF, and if we click over here we can see its top holdings is Investnow at 8%, United Health Group at 5%, and Microsoft at 5%. Scrolling down a bit to the 1 year chart, we can see that I have been buying little bits here consistently, which allows me to do that in the Sharesies with my $3 plan. Also, it's got a dividend yield of 4.61%. And if we head over to the investing activity, what we can do is go down here, click on dividends, and then you can see the dividend that I received for the month of May, which is $1.66. I've also got an upcoming dividend for $2.56, not sure when that is, but it also shows up there, but we're not going to count that. And looking back at the history, we can see that the dividends have been growing as I continue to buy the stock. So with an ETF like this, it is a set and forget, and that's what I like about it. It's got a healthy dividend yield, and I can just keep buying it without worrying too much about what the stock price is doing, because it is relatively stable. So the second stock on my list is JEPI, ticker symbol JEPI, and I've got 11.6 shares, and it's currently up by 4.24%. JEPI is another dividend income ETF, and we can see here the fund seeks current income while maintaining prospects for capital appreciation. The fund seeks to provide the majority of the return associated with the fund's primarily benchmarked, which is pretty much the S&P 500. And if we can scroll here, click here for its top holdings, we can see S&P 500 is 13.6%, and then a few others here at the 1% mark. And again, showing you the 1 year chart, the 1 year price range is very low, but that's where the dividend income payments come in, giving me a 7% return. And we can see here the current dividend yield, as it's worked out, this does change, is 7.4%. So it's pretty high and getting up there. So if we head on up to your investments and then click the investing activities, we can click on dividends. Paid me $2.47 in May, and I've got another upcoming dividend, which looks like quite a decent amount compared to last time. And as we can see again, a trend where it's slowly going up as I buy more of these shares over time. So the third stock and payment is DGRW, and that paid me a massive 20 cents. So it's kind of embarrassing, but we still got to add it in there, right? It will eventually come up, but yeah. So DGRW is Wisdom Tree US quality dividend, and I've got 4.5 shares of that, and it's currently up 11.8%. And the fund seeks to track the investment results of an index composed of US equities with a history of consistently growing their dividends. So scrolling down a bit, you can see again in the 1 year chart here that I've been consistently buying. If we go to the 6 months chart, actually go to 5, and you can see where I started here. Also down at the bottom here, we can see the dividend is pretty low, so that's probably why I only got a very small amount at 1.58%. But as you saw, the capital appreciation is pretty decent there at over 10%. Now this is one of my smaller holdings, so that's why the dividends is pretty slow, as well as a small dividend yield. You can see here paid 20 cents, and before that was a little bit better, but then again we've had some pretty small payments here, especially this one here at 0.01%. But hopefully I can buy some more, grow that, although again this is a small holding of mine. The fourth stock and payment is O, which is Realty Income, and that paid me $1.31. So Realty Income is a REIT, so I've got 4 shares of that, and it's currently up only by 1.2%. So Realty Income Corp is a real estate investment trust. That's what REIT stands for, and the company owns approximately approximately 15,450 properties across 86 different industries leased to over 1,300 different clients throughout all of 50 states plus different countries. And due to economic times, we can see that the 1 year price change has been minus 10.7%. So it's had a bit of a hard time, but we can see here that the dividend yield is pretty good at 5.91%, and also its market cap is relatively mid-size at $46 billion. So overall, at the Your Investment tab, my simple return shows I'm in the positive, so the dividends have kept me up while the stock has been falling. I have been selling some of these shares because I wanted to lower my investments in REITs, as I already own MPW in my Interactive Brokers account. So more on MPW in a minute through this video, but you can see here that I did sell quite a decent amount. And if we go over to the dividends, we can see the $1.31 payment here. I've got an upcoming dividend payment there in June, so that's also good. And then the previous payment. So it's been a pretty good payer, but I did have to lower my exposure to this as I've already got REITs elsewhere. So the fifth stock and payment is Lowe's, and that paid me 44 cents. Again, you can see the total value here. It is one of the smaller positions compared to something like Microsoft, where I have about 3 to 4 times the amount, and Google here, which is twice as big as that. So all these ones here does have a certain cap that I buy off just to keep them small, because these other companies I believe more in, but obviously a lot of this account is in ETFs. So if you're not familiar with Lowe's, it is a home improvement company. So the current 1 year price range is only up by 3.3%, so they've also had a hard time, and we can see that the buying has been a little sporadic in the last couple of months, indicating that this is a smaller position of mine. We can see the dividend yield is not too bad at 2.12%, and they have a fairly big market cap at 123 billion. So going to the stock analysis website, typing in Lowe's with the ticker symbol LOW, we can click on the dividends tab here, and I want to point out what the dividend payments have been for Lowe's. And what I really like here is that it has been increasing, and the company is relatively in good health, although it is having difficult times and it hasn't really grown that much due to economic times that we're seeing right now with the cost of living. But we can see that it has been raising its dividends. So all the way down here, it was only at 0.23 cents per every quarter, and then it's gone up now to $1.15. So the sixth and last payment that I have is actually under this other here, which is 27 cents, and that's ticker symbol QQQ. So the invest code QQQ series 1 here, I've got 0.79 shares of it, and it's up currently at 8%. And we can see here that I've got $362 of it, and comparing it to the other ones, it is a fairly medium position. So the fund seeks to provide investment results that generally correspond to the price and yield performance of the NASDAQ 100 index. QQQ invests in all of the high-flying NASDAQ stocks, the likes of Microsoft, Apple, and Nvidia. So we can see the high-flying stocks right there, and we can see the crazy returns that this ETF has had, and that's currently up its 1 year price range at 27.8%, which is huge. Now it does have a tiny dividend yield at 0.53, but you're really buying this for the capital appreciation. So we can see here that I've only been buying it recently, pretty much in the last 6 months. So obviously I'm not buying this for the dividends, but it does qualify as it pays out a dividend, so that's good enough for my portfolio. And honestly, dividend investing can be quite boring, so it's nice to have something like this in the portfolio, but it is still an ETF, so it has some relative safety for me. And if we just click up into your investments and click dividends, we can just see it's that single payment of 27 cents. So very new for me, and as I quickly bought it and have started buying it again. So just going back to my total portfolio, we can see here that in this account in Interactive Brokers, I've got 9,200, and we can see the position MPW has 1,400 shares in there, with quite a big cost basis. The price is still below what I paid for it, but I've also do options in there that generates a bit of income for it. So we'll talk about this one now. So at the bottom here, you can see the MPW in May paid me 15 cents per share, and that came out to be $202.50. Now let me just have a look for it here. It's this line right here, MPW cash dividends. And the reason why it's so high is because that I've got 1,400 shares at the time at the ex-dividend date. So in May 2024, we can see the payments is $6.35 in total from my Sharesies account, and in my Interactive Brokers from MPW, I got $202.50. Gives me a total of $208.85 for the month. And obviously MPW is quarterly, so it'd be nice to get $200 every month, but that's not the case here because I do have a lot of shares in that. But yeah, that's good dividends coming in. So while dividend investing is a very interesting strategy, I do find it is pretty slow, but just adding more money into it, it's good to see the payments come in monthly. So the other thing to note is that I am from New Zealand buying US stocks, so tax efficiency wise it's probably not the best, but anyway, we're just going to continue with it and see how it goes. I don't find too much issues with that at the moment because really the payments are kind of paying the tax side of it as well, but over the long term I may still have a look at the strategy again to see how much I'm paying, but I still really like US stocks, so that's why I'm invested in it. And if you're interested in dividend investing, if you click this video right here on the screen, you'll be able to see my dividend investing for the last year and how much it's paid me overall. Well, thank you very much for watching. That is enough from me today. If you have any questions, feel free to pop them down in in the comment section below. The trading platform I use is Interactive Brokers, Hatch Invest, Stake, and Sharesies for individual companies, and I use Investnow for index funds. If you want to start investing, you can use any of my referral codes down below to start your own investing journey if you are from New Zealand. Also, I'd appreciate it if you hit that like, and if you're interested in this kind of content, feel free to subscribe. If you want to hear more from me, I do post over in Instagram occasionally of what I'm doing in my portfolio, and also just general stock market news. With that said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.